How's it going, guys? TJ Tech Paradise here. I am extremely excited to do this video for you guys. This is my unboxing and first impressions of the Nintendo Switch, just released at midnight today. I am so glad that I didn't go ahead and keep my pre-order that I had did online, because then I would have had to wait until UPS dropped it off later in the day. I am just, like I said, so excited. So let's jump right into it. So, as you can see, I got the gray version. You can also get a a red and blue variant of this. I think the colors are neat, but for me personally, I just like the gray color scheme. So, let's go ahead and dig right in. So, just to show you the packaging, very nice, kind of minimalistic packaging. Just showing you some ways in which the Switch could be used. And of course showing you how to lift the Joy-Cons up. And now let's go ahead and get right to the unboxing. So we're going to go ahead and pull this tab out. Like so. Hopefully. Hang tight, guys. And I'm not editing this video in any way, so you're seeing this just naturally. And of course, this is my first time unboxing this and seeing this, so you're seeing everything for the first time too. I'm seeing it just like you guys. So, okay. So here we go. The box opens up like this. And of course, it gives you a very handy guide on how to set it up. It's not too difficult, but it gives you a helpful guide anyway. Now, and the entire box just lifts up like so. And here it is. My first time seeing it. I'm sure you guys have seen other unboxing videos in the last couple weeks or so. This is my first time seeing it in person, and I'm going to take it out of the box. And I know the angle might not be ideal for you guys, but again, there's just no perfect way to do it, unfortunately. So I guess I'll start by taking out the Joy-Cons. So, first impression, they feel about the size I was expecting. Kind of small, but at the same time solid. They feel pretty good. So put that to the side. I'll give you a better look in. I guess I can even take it out of the bag for you. There you go. Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, they're small, but they feel very solid. So that's one. And I won't waste time taking this one out of packaging because you saw the other one. This is just the other side to it. And so those are the Joy-Cons. And again, upon first impression, the buttons just feel actually really good. Tactile and not as small as I guess I imagined. Again, you know how it is, guys. You can't really tell how something really feels or even looks until you see it in person. You can watch videos and see photos, but until you really get to hold it, you can't really tell. I really like these. Yeah, first impression, 10 out of 10 in terms of design. I really like these Joy-Cons. Very nice size. And again, Nintendo deserves a lot of credit because you get two of these, two Joy-Cons, obviously, right out of the box. So, from the start, you get a two-player experience, which is very nice. But now, enough talking about those. Let's get to the, I guess you could call it the main attraction, the console itself. This is the, you could call it the tablet component, if you will, but really it is the heart of this console. And here it is. Very nice. I will agree with everyone else that said this on YouTube in the past couple of weeks. It really does just feel like a slightly thicker, heavier Android tablet or something. But it's not though. At the same time, it feels very solid and good in the hands. So let's go ahead and take it out. Oh man, this is so nice, guys. Take it out. Yep, I definitely like the feel to this. It feels very good. And you'll see here, these are the sides that you connect the Joy-Cons to. And on the bottom, you of course have your USB-C connector. And on the top, you just have your power button, volume buttons, a vent, and of course the slot for the game card. So, and again, this is kind of neat. They're kind of going, we're not going backwards in time, but we're going back to game cartridges in a mainstream console, which is kind of neat. I think it's neat at least. But yeah, I really like this. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be. It's actually really comfortable. Now, of course, I haven't connected the Joy-Cons to it yet, but it feels really good. And before I end this video, I promise you guys, I will connect the Joy-Cons to it, but I just want to get to the rest of the unboxing first. So you take this out, and you just roll this on the ground. And we have some documentation, health and safety, yada yada, who cares, right? We have the included HDMI cable. We have the AC adapter. Now, this is actually kind of a good thing to mention. You know, this comes with one of them, and obviously you would plug this into the dock, which I'll show you in a second. But if you're going to travel with this and use this mostly as a handheld, I do suggest buying the Nintendo AC adapter, the USB-C charger. It's an additional $30 to get another one of these. I suggest doing that if you're like me. I'm going to be using this on the go mostly. I'll use it in TV mode sometimes, but this is mostly going to be a handheld for me. And so, you might already know that with the USB-C cables, you do have always that issue with the power discrepancy between the two types of USB Type A and Type C, and so you always risk that. There's always that inherent risk of damaging your device. So long story short, I definitely don't suggest you just use any cheap USB-C cable that you can get off Amazon or eBay or whatever. But spend the money and get an additional AC adapter so that you can have both. If you want to use both, that is. I suppose you could also just choose to not plug in your switch dock to your TV and just use this anywhere you go, which is fine too. But I do intend on using the dock sometimes, so I'll just buy another one. But that's another thing to know. Okay, so I showed you this, and here we have the Joy-Con straps. Now the Joy-Con straps are kind of like what you saw with the Wii U or the Wii controllers back in the day. Oh, I guess that one fell out, so I'll show you that one. Basically, these just attach to the side of the side of the Joy-Cons, and it really does not only obviously act as a safety measure, but also it does extend the width of the controller, and it really does make it more comfortable to use the buttons over here. So it's kind of nice that they included these as well. And all the stuff that you see here, if you need additional ones, you can buy these separately as well. But it was nice that Nintendo tossed this all in for this price. And this is the other one of those Joy-Con straps. Now, one thing to note also while I'm thinking of it with the Joy-Con straps is that some YouTubers have been saying that got their hands on the Switch early. some YouTubers have been saying that these are kind of confusing and challenging at times to get these off. So just keep that in the back of your mind when you are attaching these to your Joy-Cons. Make sure that you know how to remove them. So obviously as not to damage your controllers or injure yourself. I remember one reviewer actually said he slit his finger open trying to get these off. So do take note of that as well. And next is not the dock, but the Joy-Con grip. Now, what is the Joy-Con grip? I'm sure you already know, but I'll tell you. This is what you connect the Joy-Cons to so that you do get that more traditional gaming experience, a gaming controller experience. And upon first impression, it feels pretty good in the hands. It's definitely pretty light, so it won't be too heavy. And again, there's no battery pack or anything connected to this. You can buy a grip battery pack which does charge the controllers. This does not do that. As you can see, it's just the Joy-Cons just slide right in that way, and it's basically just so you can have that traditional controller feel. Which I'm glad they included this as well. It feels pretty good, just as I expected. So we'll set that to the side. And now, last but not least, definitely not least, is the Switch dock, which is the other major component to this console. So what this is when you do want to use it in TV mode, you obviously have to connect the tablet inside of the dock. And I can just yank this out here, hang on. There we go, slides right out. And this is what the dock looks like. You'll notice on everything, of course, nice big Nintendo Switch logo. And it's very simple to slide it in. I'm actually not going to attempt to do it right now just because I don't want to accidentally drop something. I have been known to have butterfingers, so I won't try to do it right now, but just, it does slide in. I will show you this though. The back of it does actually flip down, and this is really a nice little organization feature that Nintendo built into it. You can just run your cables into here and then just close it right up. It helps to keep things neat. Now, there is no internal processing power to this. There's no internal graphics card or anything like that inside of this. This is just a piece of plastic with some power connectors to it, and of course a video source so you can plug it into HDMI in here and connect that to your TV. That's all it is. But it is an important piece to the puzzle to this console. So it's just as I expected. So with that being said, that's really the unboxing, guys. You just saw everything that there is to see. I do want to show you one last look at the console itself. Set this to the side. And I'll show you again. You can't miss the Nintendo logo on the back again. Now, one thing to also note is that it does have this nice little handy kickstand here, but underneath this kickstand is... why doesn't it want to come out? Aha. Hang tight, I'll get it. There we go. Ooh. That was it. So underneath the kickstand does hide a little a little SD card slot, so you can expand the storage, which is really nice considering that you don't get all that much. You only get 32 gigs internal storage with this. So it is very nice that they included the SD card slot. And so I do suggest getting yourself an SD card because it would be very nice for expansion. And this does serve as a little... I know you can't see that over there. The kickstand is pretty good. It does the job. So there you go. Now, you close the kickstand. And I showed you guys that, so I think that's really it. I'll give you one last really good look. And no, I didn't forget, I'm going to connect the Joy-Cons now for the first time. I guess to do that, though, I really should take the other Joy-Con out of the package. Now, this is my first time connecting them, so we'll see how simple it is. Okay. So this is... Okay, so... the tablet should be up. Like this, I assume. Now this of course goes on the other side. It just slides right in. There you go. No. Hang tight, guys. I'll get this. There. It does make a very nice clicking sound, too. And again, like I said, I'm not editing this video. I'm just going to do this and then post it. So, sorry for the delays and things like that. It always takes me a couple extra seconds just to... I like to really look at things and see what I'm doing. These are very simple to slide in. They're very simple. You just... align it and go. There. And just like everyone on YouTube said, they do make a very satisfying clicking sound. And also, I have to say, wow, with the Joy-Cons connected, this thing does feel really good in the hands. It's so light. And, you know, some people have criticized Nintendo over this, and they say, well, why buy another device? I can just use my phone or tablet. Trust me, this is worth the investment. And I haven't used it yet, this is what I'm saying. Just in terms of the feel, this is definitely a device that should not be compared to a phone or tablet. That's for sure. It feels really solid in the hands. Okay, with that being said, I am going to end this here for now so I can actually get to the process of setting up my new Switch and getting to do my testing with it, things like that. I will do, obviously, a lot of other videos coming soon. So thanks again for watching, and until my next video, peace out for now. And this has been my unboxing and first impressions of the Nintendo Switch. A very nice device.